Today I'm sharing with you how I made this cute Christmas church with Dollar Tree supplies. Welcome to my channel. My name is Leah and this is JunkerNecker DIY, where I bring you new budget decor videos every week. Here on my channel you'll see such things as thrift flips, Dollar Tree DIYs, and trash to treasure projects. I also occasionally share my shopping hauls with you. If those things interest you, please subscribe. I'd love to have you join my channel. Today is the Celebrate the Holidays playlist. It's being hosted by Marie of BLUEBIRD and co-hosted by Mom at Creative DIY with MOMDAS. I'm using two of the short Dollar Tree arrow signs and one of the taller, skinnier, longer Dollar Tree arrow signs. And I'm just taking those rope hangers off. I don't need that twine. And I'm putting the long one to the side for now. I want those short ones to be glued together. So what I'm going to do is cut off that little piece of the arrow that's sticking out there, that little point. And I just scored it a few times with my box cutter and then snapped it off. And anything that's left behind, I just cleaned it up with my scissors. After I did that to both of those arrows, I connected them with some wood glue. I put a line down the side of one and just made sure I had them even at the bottom when I put them together, like so. I put a little extra wood glue on that top seam, and then I'm going to come in with that other arrow in the longer style, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of those two, straightening out the bottom, making sure they're even at the bottom. I needed to get that staple out first so it would adhere flat to those. And then I went crazy with some wood glue. I ended up putting a little more than I needed, but I just smeared it down to the bottom and made sure it was covered completely. And that's going to hold those bottom two together also, because they'll all three be stacked together. Move some stuff around on my messy desk, and I made sure to get it in the middle. I'm using my cutting mat to help me line things up, and that's what it's looking like so far. I put some clips on the bottom there, and then put a little bit of weight at the top side where they were connecting, and I just left that to dry for a few hours. I got a free printable online for the sheet music Oh Holy Night, and I'm going to be decoupaging that right on the top of all three of those arrows. I first laid the music on top of the arrows and then kind of used my fingers and fingernails to score where I needed to cut that center piece. Once I had a nice line, I used my scissors and cut all the way around, and it's going to fit perfectly right on that center section. Now I'm going to cut the side pieces to put them on as well. I'll be using matte Mod Podge to attach these. And I just put a generous amount, without overdoing it, onto the wood pieces and used a sponge brush to smooth that out. Now I'm just going to lay those pieces on. This paper was very thin, so I had to be careful to get it in the right place. Now I'm going to take one of these turkey trays from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut some of the edge off that's rolled up because I wanted the little church to look like it had a tin roof. Now be very careful when you do this because those ends are sharp. And I'm just measuring to see how much to cut off on my sections that I'm using. And I'm going to first use some Waverly chalk paint in white to cover up those few areas that are still showing on the wood. And I did go around the edges as well. I didn't try to be neat because it just looks snowy. Now I'm using some Dollar Tree stickers that were actually from Thanksgiving, and I wanted to use them because, see, you can see through them. It kind of looks like a stained glass window, and the paper that I used is so busy with the music notes that I don't think you'll even notice that there's pumpkins on some of those. I did try to cut out the wording on some of those, but the stickers were just so thick I couldn't get them cut through. So I'm just randomly sticking on some of those. We'll call them cathedral windows. Whether I can say it or not. And I just put them where I thought they needed some. Now for the door, I cut the top off of one of those windows and then put another window on top of that to make it look taller, like it's actually a front door on the church. Now I'm gluing on those rolled aluminum edges just to the tops of all those peaks. And then I added in a piece of greenery. It's actually some old garland. And I made a bow because I wanted to have a wreath at the top there. And I did not get this in the center at all, but still it looks cute. Just hot gluing some of these little glitter vase fillers on for some to look like some little red ornaments. Then the last thing I do on the back is glue down some Jenga blocks because I want this to stand up. You could put a hanger on the back if you wanted to put it on the wall. And that's how it turned out. I think this looks so pretty for Christmas. And it has "Oh Holy Night" on the sheet music to remind us the reason for the season. So that's all I have for you today. My cat even likes this church. Thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up so I'll know you liked it. I hope that you'll also check out the playlist and our hosts' channels if you're not already familiar with them, using the links I've left for you in the descriptions below. Until next time, bye-bye.